Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.
Good morning, sir. How may I help you?
I'd like to open an account.
Certainly, sir. Would you like to open a time deposit savings account or a checking account?
Actually, I'd like to open one of each, if that's possible.
No problem, sir. What sort of time deposit account would you like to open?
What are my choices?
The minimum time period is 3 months. The longer the period, the higher the interest rate. If you withdraw your money before time is up, there are penalties.
I've come to hear about your offer for bristles.
We have the offer ready for you. Let me see, here it is. 100 cases Houston bristles, 57 mm, at £10 per kilogram. CIF European main ports, for shipment in June 2001. The offer is valid for 5 days.
Why, your price has soared. It's almost 25% higher than last year's. It would be impossible for us to push any sales at such a price.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that. You know very well that markets for bristles have gone up a great deal in recent months. The price we offer compares favorably with quotations you can get elsewhere.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there. I must point out your price is higher than some of the quotations we've received from other sources.
But you must take the quality into consideration. Everyone in the trade knows that US's bristles are of superior quality to those from other countries.
I agree that yours are of better quality. But there's competition from synthetic products, too. You can't very well ignore that. Prices for synthetic bristles haven't changed much over the years.
There's practically no substitute for bristles for certain uses. That's why demand for natural bristles keeps rising in spite of cheaper synthetic ones. To be frank with you, if it were not for the long-standing relationship between us, we would hardly be willing to make you a firm offer at this price.
Well, we'll have a lot of difficulties in persuading our clients to buy at this price. But I'll have to try, I suppose. Welcome to the company. We are conducting a survey of new employees to find out what influenced them to choose our company.
That's easy. It was your office ergonomics that decided me.
You're kidding. Something as simple as that?
Yes, it is very important to me. My mother worked in offices for 20 years, and she finally had carpal tunnel syndrome. I have been reading about repetitive stress injuries, and I know that
Yes, there has been a lot of research into RSIs. Something so simple as proper chair height can prevent injuries. Tell me, did anything else influence your decision?
Yes, I noticed that you have professional training and team building days. I like the idea of working for a company that invests in its staff.
Well, welcome to the team.
Mrs. Wong, would you give us an idea of the price you regard as workable?
As I said before, your price is so high that we find it difficult to make a bid. We hope you will take the initiative and bridge the gap.
Just to comply, we're ready to reduce the price by 5%. I hope this concession of ours will get the ball rolling.
So do we. Certainly it's a step forward on your side. But the gap is still too wide.
The ball is in your court, Mrs. Wong. What price would you suggest?
To make your offer workable, I think you should take another step down as big as the one you've just taken.
That won't do. You see, Our profit margin is very narrow. It simply can't stand such a big cut.
I hate to disappoint you, Mr. Brown, but if that's the case, we have no alternative but to cover our requirements elsewhere. Do think it over, please. We sincerely hope our discussion will come to a successful conclusion.
Well, I'm not authorized to agree to such a big reduction. Would you mind waiting a day or two, until I get a reply from the Home Office?
Not at all. Shall we meet again, say, on Friday morning?
Good. Friday morning at 9.
It has just occurred to me that there is still another possibility to ensure a prompt delivery of the goods.
And that is?
How about making Hong Kong the port of shipment instead of New York?
I'm afraid we can't agree to that. We concluded the business with you here in Houston, and the goods you ordered are manufactured in New York. We wish to point out that all orders accepted by us are shipped from New York or Seattle. Hong Kong is out of the question.
It's like this. There are only 1 or 2 ships sailing a month from New York to Osaka, while sailings from Hong Kong are quite frequent. If shipment were effected from Hong Kong, we could receive the goods much earlier.
I see. You want to have your goods shipped from New York to Osaka via Hong Kong, where they can be transshipped. Is that the idea?
Yes, exactly, because I want these goods on our market at the earliest possible date.
Your idea may be a good one, but the trouble is that there are risks of pilferage or damage to the goods during transshipment at Hong Kong. How about shipping them from Seattle instead of network? You may choose either one as port of shipment. It makes no difference to us. There are more sailings from Seattle than from New York.
It sounds all right to me, but I will have to think about it. I'll give you a definite answer tomorrow. If I choose Seattle, will it be possible for you to ship the goods by the end of March?
We'll try our best. Anyway, we assure you that shipment will be made not later than the first half of April.
Good morning, madam. What can I do for you?
I'd like to withdraw 35,000 RIB from my corporate account.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, my name is Ms. Jane Reeve. Reeve.
Ah. Yes, Ms. Reeve. I have all of your information here. Do you have the cash check?
Here you go.
I'm sorry, Ms. Reeve. It says 45,000 RIB here.
Oh, how silly of me. Can we correct it here?
I'm sorry. We cannot make corrections on these. You'll have to bring another one with the correct amount, I'm afraid.
Hello. Is everything okay there?
I'm having a little trouble with this form.
What seems to be the problem?
There are 2 types of LC here and I'm not sure which one I want.
That's right, there's revocable and irrevocable. We usually go for the irrevocable one, it's the most popular.
So, I should choose that one?
I would recommend it, yes. Then you just need to complete that form.
I see. It's very nice of you to help me. Is this form all right?
Yes, that's all in order. Let's get this processed for you, then. Hello and welcome. How may I be of service?
Hello. I want to buy some RIB. Is it okay to use US dollars?
Yes, of course. What's the amount you'd like to change?
I think $250 should be sufficient.
Please fill out this exchange form and I'll need to see your passport. Don't forget to sign your name at the bottom.
Oh, right, of course. Here you go.
Here is your RIB, the exchange form and receipt, and your passport. Please check the amount.
It's correct. Is there any way I can change it back before I leave the country?
Yes, that can be done here. Just make sure you keep the exchange form and the receipt, and you can come back at the end of your stay and we'll be only too happy to change it back into foreign currency.
That's wonderful news. Thanks for all your help.
I would like to withdraw my money and close my account, please.
May I see your passbook?
Here you are.
This is a sizable sum. Is there any reason you are closing your account with us, Mr. Lee?
I will be leaving the city soon, so I have no need for this account.
I see. Well, for this amount I will have to get my manager's approval.
No problem. I'll wait over there.
Thank you. This should only be a few minutes. If you would like, there is coffee by those sofas over there.
No, thanks. Coffee makes me wired and I will be nervous enough carrying all that cash. How large is the plant?
It covers an area of 75,000 square meters.
It's much larger than I expected. When was the plant set up?
In the early 70s. We'll soon be celebrating the 30th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
How many employees do you have in this plant?
500. We're running on 3 shifts.
Does the plant work with everything from the raw material to the finished product?
Our associates specializing in these fields make some access, rise. Well, here we're at the production shop. Shall we start with the assembly line?
That's fine.
Good morning, sir. What can I do for you?
Good morning. I want to deposit a sum of money into my account.
Okay, how much do you want to deposit?
Well, I want to deposit 2,000 yuan into my account.
Would you please fill in a deposit form first? Please write down your name, your account number, and the amount you want to put in.
Okay. I wonder about the rate of interest of the account.
Interest is paid at the rate of 1% per annum at present. And it is added to your account every year.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Lindsay Tipping gave me your name as a reference. We are considering hiring her as an editor for our magazine.
Lindsay, of course. I will be more than happy to recommend her to you.
How long was she employed with your company?
She freelanced with us for 3 years. She was always consistent and punctual with her assignments and a pleasure to work with.
Freelance. How do you think she will manage in an office environment?
She's a consummate professional and a team player. I have utmost confidence in her abilities. You can't go wrong in hiring her. Good day. How can we assist you?
I need to get a letter of credit. Is this the right window?
It certainly is. Do you have your contract and import license?
Yes, right here in my briefcase. Just a moment, please.
Thanks. What you need to do now is deposit 100% of the guaranteed funds of your contract into your account with us.
That's done. There is more than enough to cover the contract amount in our account.
That's great. We will have to charge you 250 RIB for that service, though. Could you please fill in this? Thanks. I'm calling today about a bill that I never received.
Can you tell me which credit card it was for?
It was for my MasterCard.
You should have gotten that bill 2 weeks ago.
I haven't got it in the mail yet.
The computer is showing that all bills have been mailed.
What am I supposed to do about my bill then?
Maybe you should call your post office.
But if it's their mistake, can I get an extension on my bill payment?
Yes, but you will need to send us proof of their mistake.
Okay. Thank you very much for your help.
Not a problem. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Good morning.
Ah, hello. Do you have a service for buying traveler's checks?
Yes, we do. How can I help? I can give you a simple introduction, if you'd like.
That would be wonderful.
We usually recommend our clients buy US dollar traveler's checks, as they can be exchanged for local currency all over the world. They are certainly the most versatile.
But what if something happened to them? What would happen to my money?
As soon as you purchase your traveler's checks from us, you are covered. No matter if you lose them or they are stolen, we will replace them promptly. All we ask is for you to write down the reference number of each check and keep it in a safe place away from the actual checks. We will need that number if you need to make a claim.
Okay. I'd like to purchase $500 worth of traveler's checks, please.
Hi there. Do you need any help?
I've been told about something called Southern Fund. How can I buy it?
First of all, you should open a fund account with us. Just fill in this form. We'll need to see some ID and your cash card.
That sounds simple enough. Do you charge any admin fees for that?
You'll have to pay 20 RIB, and then you will have your Southern Fund Management Company card.
Do you need any other documentation from me?
Yes, we'll need to fill in this form, for fund trading and this one, for subscribing for or applying for purchasing fund units. The minimum is 500 RIB. How are things with you?
I'm fine. Thank you.
How may I help you?
I need to make a deposit.
Will you be depositing cash or a check?
I will be depositing cash.
How much would you like to deposit?
It's going to be $300.
What account would you like to deposit that into?
Could you deposit that into my checking account, please?
Can I do anything else for you today?
That'll be all. Thank you very much.
Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.